Hello everybody, today is Monday, March 13th. It's about 10 minutes after 5 p.m. I'm just getting around to making the video. Had a very busy morning. You can see my time and sales on the left. The Globex session closed and then opened for settlement and then closed again at 5 p.m. So it's just 10 minutes after 5 now. So the last trades on the E-mini S&P were 2371. It was an interesting day. Unfortunately, I forgot to change the date on my chart, so hardly anything traded today except the bond charts that I was following from Friday as I was working on them yesterday, kind of fiddling around with settings. Before I get into that, first the required disclaimer. Okay, so on Friday, for the first time, I showed a 30-year Treasury bond chart on this 150 tick line break, and that this is trading 10 contracts, and that I did this at the request of a client. And as a result, I became very intrigued with this particular chart, as the performance Friday was pretty solid and interesting. So today, I ran these charts. I ran it in a couple of different ways, and this particular chart has a limit order. On Friday's chart, it had a stop order, and so there's a very good reason I used limit orders. This was the limit order at the close of the bar minus a tick, and this only had 2 trades but did 2,500 for the day. Remember, this is 10 contracts. Um, Whereas the chart with the stop order, I'll bring that over right now. The chart with the stop order had a loss today of 1656, which isn't horrible for 10 contracts. But what happened is the trades were a little bit different because of the order type, and we ended up with a whipsaw here at the end. We actually went into this with, similar performance on the 2 trades, almost about 2,500 in was our equity high, and then we had 2 whipsaws beginning in the last hour of trading for the bonds. So once again, if you were actually trading this with real money, I would be watching this very closely and paying attention to my profits, and maybe calling 2,500 a good day for this. So I want to remind everyone this is brand new. This is only the second time I've shown these charts. So I am going through a period where I am trying to discover the best settings for this chart, for this type of chart. So I think I have a little more work to do. But still, we had very promising performance on the chart with the limit order, and I prefer limit orders as a rule. Okay, so the reason nothing else traded today is because if you look at my data series here, the end date somehow got stuck on March 11th, which was Friday, and so I need to change that to the current date, and usually it updates every day, so I'm not sure why this didn't update, but because of that, hardly anything traded today. So I'm just going to go ahead and update my chart to the current date, and it should update with the date change tomorrow. But as stated, we didn't get trades today on most of the systems I follow because it didn't know it was the 13th. Okay, so I also ran this line break idea on a little bit higher time frame today, and this is a 377 tick chart, and this is using a stop order at the close of the bar, and there was just a single trade with the 10 contracts, and that did 1,031.25. So a respectable performance for just one trade. And so again, I will be watching this concept and seeing if we can continue to get some consistent performance out of this. I also ran this line break idea on a chart of the Japanese yen, 150 tick line break, only 3 contracts on this one. And it looks like we had 3 trades here. 2 were winners, and this was both a winning and a losing trade here, but it did 237.50. So as we look at this chart, we can see that I left a lot on the table. My trail stops are too tight and my profit targets are too short. So I'm going to adjust this with a little bit longer target, as if you look at the size of these swings, um, I'm taking my profits too early and trailing my stops too tight. So I'm going to make some changes to this, but I'm very intrigued by the line break charts using tick bars, and we'll continue to follow this. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website at bluewavetrading.com or feel free to contact me at systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thank you for watching today.